Hey, so those guys here, dude. Today I'm gonna tell you about running with I had with a Karen. I'm sure you know what Karens are. They're people that go like, excuse me, I don't like your tune. So whatever. Yeah. So I was driving to my friend's house, and so I pulled into his driveway, and we were just gonna hang out, watch some Family Guy, whatever. And so this is at Django's house. He was one of my black friends. Anyways, I'm pulling to his driveway, and this Karen came out of the house. She's like, excuse me, do you live here? I said, no, this is my friend's house. Why are you in his driveway? Um, because we were gonna hang out. It's like, oh, so you're gonna hang out at his house, and you're going to park your car in his driveway? I'm like, well, I mean, like, he doesn't have a car. Oh, so you're saying since he doesn't have a car, he has no right to park here? What about his person he lives with? I'm like, you're being kind of like, a bit hostile. She's like, no, I'm not. You are. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm like, yeah, you freaking are. Like, what am I doing wrong? If you're so smart, what am I doing wrong? And I said, well, first of all, you're being a little bit sassy. Second, I'm fine to park here because he said him and his roommate said it was fine. He said, oh, so it gives you the right to park there? I said, yeah. And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to call the police. I said, call them. So finally the police show up. Don't know how, but I guess they were like doing something close by. But anyways, it took them about a minute to get there. So Jingo finally got tired of waiting and says, dude, what's going on? Whoa. The hell, dude? Why'd you bring the freaking cops here? I said, okay, first of all, I didn't. That woman did. I didn't do anything. So finally, the police just like shoved you back inside and said, okay, yes, sir. Sorry about that, sir. We've been getting a lot of calls like that today. This weird woman. So finally, she came back out after the police left. She's like, are you his friend? He's like, yeah. Well, he doesn't have the he doesn't have the permission to park there, does he? He's like, I mean, yeah, he does. This is Django saying it. So finally, I stepped in. I was like, all right, listen, girl. You don't have the right to tell me what to do because I am a citizen of this U.S. If you are, you need to go back inside your house and leave me alone, okay? Now, I'm not doing anything wrong. You are, okay? Now, while I'm at it, let me tell you one little thing, sister. You are a mean little bitch. You need to stop being a bitch and go back inside the house. If you don't, I will call the cops again and you will be arrested. Girl, I don't want to do nothing to you, but I will, and I will enjoy it. So, Karen, how about you go inside your house and leave me alone? Okay, honey? And that was the funniest time I ever started being a girl. And right when I started doing that, Jingo said, all right, I'm going back inside. You all niggas can do this yourself. So, yeah. I remember when I went inside, he was like, nigga, why are you doing shit like that? I said, what? He said, nigga, all your niggas do all that shit and it makes me feel weird. I'm like, okay, well, sorry, I just had to do that because I thought it'd be funny. He said, nigga, don't do that again around me. I said, alright, I won't. So yeah, that's a run with a Karen. And there was also a run with a Karen at work when I started working at Domino's. I was still learning how to use a cash register, and she was like, "You guys have pizza here, right?" And she's an elderly woman, by the way. And we were like, "Yeah." April was the manager on shift, and it was only me and her. It was only me and her in the kitchen, in the whole store actually. In the whole store, it was just me and her. So we're just like, okay, well. we'll just make her pizza, whatever. And I even told her total and stuff. I said, oh, yeah, cash or card? Cash. Okay, so I told her the total was like 14 something. And, I thought she was reaching to wallet to get the money out and pay me. Or pay the, for the register. And she said, I'll just go. I'm like, I told you the total. She said, oh, it's fine. You guys are freaking slow. Put managers in a manager spot. And April is a manager, so she was she wasn't in a manager uniform. She was still in her crew uniform, but she was actually a manager. She was gonna get her shirt later on, but the other woman, the old woman, said, "Put managers in a manager spot." And April almost said she was manager, but she didn't because that'd be unprofessional. So we were just like, alright, whatever. So. She started like going on a rant after the lady left, and she said, "Man, I would have told that bitch to go somewhere else if she was gonna talk to me like that, like for real." And Frank usually doesn't say anything until they start cussing, because Frank is kind of like the guy who, unless you start cussing at him and stuff, he's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna be nice to you and apologize and stuff. But if you start cussing at him and stuff, he's gonna say, "Get the fuck out of my store." Like, he'll actually say the word, he'll get out of my store. So, yeah. I also had a run-in with a Karen when I worked at McDonald's. Most of my friends on overnights would know this. David would know this. Or maybe... No, he wouldn't. He wasn't there. That's when Barb was still there, when before COVID even started. Okay, so... Basically, well, I guess it's not Karen, it's Kevin, since it was a guy. But anyways, I'm pretty sure I told you this story before. So anyways, this guy came in, ordered this is back when we had the lobby open 24/7. So anyways, this guy came in, ordered a large Coke, large fry, and a 3-piece nugget. So we're like, okay, cool. So we're making that, and 10 minutes later he comes back and says he never got his food. I'm like, well, that's weird. Okay, well, I'll just remake it, whatever. And we make it. 10 minutes later he comes back again, so he didn't get it. And Barb said, okay, now I know you're lying because I know we served it to you already twice. That's bothering me. Anyways, we're like, okay, fine, whatever. Screw it. We'll just make you one more. If that's not enough to satisfy you, then you're gonna have to get out. We didn't tell him that though yet. So I made his food. He goes to eat it, and then I go back to the back to sweep. I'm just sweeping the back. This is in the kitchen, by the way. I was sweeping the kitchen, and the guy came back about I don't know 2 minutes later after I finished sweeping, and I actually no, I was almost finished because all I had to do was just sweep up the small pile of like paper and some pickles or whatever. And I was like, all right, just sweeping it up, just like sweeping it up, about to put it back on the wall, and this guy comes back, starts yelling at Barb, and Barb was like, what's going on? It's like, never got my food, and she's like, okay, well, that's weird, because I see 3 receipts right here that we printed out that says you ordered the same thing. Explain that. Whatever. So, finally, he starts yelling at Barb, like, full-on screaming, saying your crew's stupid, And I'm a crew trainer at this point. I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm going to say something. But Barb beat me to it. She's like, you're not important. You're not that special. Calm down. And she has no filter. And the first thing she told me that came in her mind was, why did I just say that? Because, like I said, she has no filter. It was pretty funny. But I was gonna say something to this guy because I was a crew trainer and that was my job if the manager was busy, and she was busy doing something else. But I almost said something to her, and but she beat me to it. I'm kind of tired, so it's only at this time it's only like 12:23. As a recording this, but anyways, yeah, she beat me to the line, so I really couldn't say anything after that, and he just stormed out. He just like he kind of cracked the door too. He actually cracked the door, and so we had someone replace that. Jingle wasn't even working there at that time. It was me, Robert, I think Ken, or maybe Ronald. Barb, I believe Dustin, maybe. I know Jake was still working there, I believe, and Jack was still working working there. I don't think he was a manager. I think, yeah, he was. No, he wasn't a manager back then. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know if Dustin and Jacob were there. But I know Jack. I think Jack was, and Robert. I know Ronald, maybe Robert, and yeah. And she told the story for like months. It was so freaking hilarious. Every time she told it was so hilarious. And so, I mean, I could say that I was in the kitchen, but they didn't care because I was in the kitchen just like sweeping. So, I mean, they didn't care. I didn't care either. So I just, I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, it was yeah, it was pretty weird. So, like, all right, whatever. So, yeah, that was one of the current Kevin as well. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, press on the music screen. As always, peace.